While people don't have in communism a lot of freedom, it challenges them to pray more. I was in the army and I was in a special unit. The soldiers in that unit were supposed to be trained in any type of weapons to go where the army could not go. They came to me and they said, we learned that you are an Adventist. We are going to teach you to give up your God. We are going to put you in, we are going to make your life miserable. And the guy said, I'm going to give you so much work. Well, he gave me more work, and I did it all. And so I did some work that they gave me, but then he called me on a Sabbath, and he said, I want you to dig a hole. I know it's your Sabbath, and I want to teach you that Sabbath has no value. I said, I cannot dig a hole, it's Sabbath. You ask me this, whatever day, I would do it. And I said, if it's an emergency, if your life is in danger, I would do it on Sabbath, but there is no emergency. I'm not going to dig a hole. And he called all soldiers from our unit. He said, when you disregard me, it's 2 years prison. But if you disregard me in front of the others, then it's 14 years prison. Dig a hole. I said, I'm sorry, I cannot do it. If it was an emergency, I would do it, but this is no emergency. You just want me to give up God. And he said, I'm going to show you that no God in the universe can defend you from me. And he left and he called all the officers of the whole garrison. And they had an emergency meeting and he proposed 14 years prison in the toughest prison of the country. In that time I went to the warehouse. I was responsible for the warehouse. I locked myself inside. And I was tempted to pray, Lord, please save my freedom and my life. And what my father said came in my mind. And I said, Lord, I would love to pray for my freedom, but you are more important than me. If Joseph would have prayed for his freedom, you could have never fulfilled your plan for Joseph. If Daniel would have prayed that he doesn't go a slave in Babylon, you could have never worked. So you know better than me. Do whatever would honor you and show them that there is a God in heaven. Somebody knocked in the door. It was a sergeant, short guy, Marian was his name. He said, Pavel, I want you to be honest. I said, okay. Do you know General so-and-so? And he said the name. He was the general of the 4th Army of Romania. Romania had 4 armies, and each army had a general. Once in a while, once a year, he doesn't announce. It would be a remote visit. Nobody knows. To surprise us, see if we are ready for war, if everything is ready. He showed up during the meeting. And he said, I came without announcing, and I inspected the unit. Last time I came, there were broken windows. Right now, they are all replaced. You told me you don't have a budget, you don't have the money. Who replaced the window? And they said, well, Pavel did. He knows how to cut glass. And he replaced all the windows labor-free.
Amen.
And he said, wonderful. And the driveway was broken. Who fixed the driveway? You have no money. Well, Pavel knew how to fix the driveway. He did it. His father taught him how to work since he was a kid. And how much was it? Free. And then he said, you replaced the museum, all the exhibition from those old weapons. Who did it? Pavel did it. And then he mentioned 4 or 5 other things. Pavel did it. They said, what have you done for this soldier? Last time when I came, all was broken. Did you give him something, a picture with the flag, a trip at home, some reward, something? No. Okay, why do you have a meeting, an emergency meeting? You want to put somebody in prison. Who? Pavel. Why would you do that? He doesn't work on Saturday. What did you ask him to do? To dig a hole. Does he work if it's an emergency? Yes. Does he go against the country? No. Then why do you go against him? Well, he doesn't work on Saturday. He's an Adventist. This guy, if he's ready to die for his God, he'll be ready to die for the country. Leave him alone. You touch him again, you lose your job, you lose your freedom. You touch him, you touch me. Leave him alone. And then the sergeant said to me, I'm going to do whatever you want for you. You can go to church every Saturday. Just call him and tell him that I am taking care of you. After the sergeant left, the lieutenant came and said, we apologize for giving you a hard time. We are going to take good care of you. Just call the general. I said, I don't know him. Who do you know? I said, somebody bigger. You know the president? I said, no, somebody bigger. Who do you know? I said, I know God. They said, are you kidding us? I said, no. And from that day in the army, nobody touched me again. Every Sabbath, they would ask me to actually go to church and pray for them. And so I learned again and again that when you put God first in prayer, and you are willing to follow God's plan, you don't have to worry a lot. And even if you go through challenges, you are not alone.